For those of you that haven't been updated, I am no longer using the Savior for bathing system. It just wasn't working like they said it was supposed to. The shampoo is so thick that it wasn't sucking up the shampoo and it wasn't being concentrated enough coming out. And I also wanted to show the public that there's a more affordable way to grooming than needing a $1,500 bathing system. So this is a car wash nozzle from Harbor Freight Tools with a 6-foot garden hose, and I'm going to show you guys how I use it. There is a link to this down below, and then there is a link to this also. It's a, well, that would be bad, don't do that. It's a quick change adapter. You just pull it down and take it out. And so let that hot water out. We've got it on the shower setting. I'm going to turn it to this little teardrop right here, and it's going to, you'll see it'll shoot water down in there, and it's mixing it. And then if you watch over here, we'll be able to tell now the shampoo's in there. So we can just get started bathing him. You're okay, boy. And it works just like a bathing system. It gets down to the skin and gets them clean. And it's soapy enough. Another thing I like about this is I can stop the shampoo anytime I want, the water. So I'm not wasting as much water as I was previously. Come here, boy. Pretty bad anal glands. I feel that this actually works better than the bathing system I had. I like this spray better. It's a wider spray. I can do more of the dog more quickly. I can use any shampoo that the dog needs just for that dog. And if the dog needs conditioner, it's concentrated enough out of here that I can use it on the dog. With the bathing system, I found a lot of backflow. He's got a lot of eye boogers in here. So I found a lot of backflow. Like if I turned on the undercoat nozzle, water would start going back into the shampoo. And you don't want that because it'll spoil your shampoo before you can use it all. So I definitely did not like that. His face gets really nasty and smelly, so. All right, so I'm gonna get my comb, my face comb, and I'm just gonna do his eyes real quick. You wanna be sure when you're using this not to get into the corner of the eye, because that would hurt. But his eyes are usually pretty nasty, so we want to clean all that up. Come here, boy. Okay. Thank you. So now I'm going to put it back on shower. I'm going to detach, turn this, detach this, rinse this out. And it's ready for the next dog. I'll rinse this down. And then just rinse him off. Buddy, come on. We gotta get you rinsed off. Turn. There you go. You want to make sure to get all this soap rinsed off. It can cause skin irritation if you don't. Okay. So I'm going to use the same shampoo for the next dog. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this ready. So this system altogether was around $35 for all the pieces. For the hose, for the adapter, and for this. So it's a lot less expensive than the bathing system. And I think it's actually more efficient. I don't use near as much shampoo as I did with the bathing system. I was using sometimes up to 10 or 12 ounces per dog of shampoo, and with that I'm using 1 or 2. All right, so I'm gonna get him dry, and then when he gets dry, we'll get him finished. Get down. Number 7. Yeah, these cordless clippers are quite a bit heavier than the corded, and it took my hand and wrist about 2 days to completely get used to the new weight. My hand and wrist was sore after the first day. You're okay, boy. Come here. Boy, you keep scooting away. You gotta come over here and stand up. This way. This way. Oh. Bud, you have got to come over here and stand up. When the dogs are on the other side of the table and we're trying to groom them, we're having to lean and it's a lot of strain on the back. Did you see them? You're so excited. Had someone come in looking for a business card and some information. I've had a huge inflow of new clients and I'm not real sure where they're coming from. I've got like 6 new clients this week already, and then I want to say around 8 next week. But I hear a lot of, you've been here almost 3 years, and they're like, I didn't know. And I'm like, yeah, you're not the first person to say that. It's because where we are is right on the other side of an apartment complex, and you can't, you know, if you're driving really fast, you can't see it from the road. Come here. Bud, you gotta stand up. Okay. Come here, bud. Gonna get this neck area cleaned up real well. So if you guys have been watching for a while, you already know this, but I'm gonna show you a trick that I figured out to give the head and body a more defined separation, and that is to take this and just back blade or reverse just a little bit, and it will give that neck, easy boy, a more defined, hang on boy, you're okay. Gives it a more defined look. And put him back on here. What are you doing? What do you think? Come here, boy. Stop. Okay.
Are you excited?
You're okay. You're okay. So these are obviously made for right-handed people, so they can just switch it on and off. Not for left-handed people.
You see the FedEx truck out there, boy?
They're delivering to next door. You're okay. Okay. So now owner wants him trimmed up pretty well, so that's what we're gonna do. Then thinning shears. I'm going to blend some of this. I like him a little fluffier, but the owner, you know, wants a manageable coat. Come here. Boy, you gotta put your head down so I can see. No. I really trim up in here. His eyes get really nasty. So I do go a little further down than I would on other dogs, you know, down in here. Okay, we're going to trim these ears. Come over. Turn. Turn, turn, turn. Okay, so we're going to do this side now. These ears get tangled, but they're never matted. So very rarely do I have to shave them. But to help prevent the matting, we do like to keep them shorter. Okay, turn. Always want to make sure where the end of the dog's ear is. I can't see. Come here. Hey, no, no, no. No, no, no. Okay. You look so much better. Gonna get all this off the table. Here. Here. It's just so much better. You look so much better. My bandana. Do you know you're done? Do you know you're done? I'm gonna use the Fresh and Clean because that's the same scent as the shampoo that I used. It smells the exact same. And he is all done. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. She's here. Are you ready to go